Welcome to Atlantic Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Aquarius for the month of February 2020. I love saying 2020. Welcome, Aquarius. Let's see what lies ahead for you guys. So we're coming into Aquarius in a couple of days. Your birthday. So happy birthday to all of you Aquarians. Let's see what's for you this birthday for 2020. Ace of Wands. Heaps of energy. Loads of energy. Meeting new people. Meeting inspiring people. Just things happening. Also for you young females. Fertility. Lots of fertility. So just know that. I always just put that in there. Lots of celebrations, lots of fun, and it's always good when it's our birthday because we just feel like it's special. It's our special time to celebrate everything that we are. This is where you are right now. The Tower. So this is interesting because, you know, coming into your birthday period, so it's like... And we often sort of think, okay, what do I need to get rid of? What's not working? I'm going to get rid of it. It's a bit like New Year's, isn't it? The New Year's Eve. Like, let's get rid of those things that aren't working for us and replace them with really good new things. So the Tower's major, it's big, it's good, but it's like it's old and it's crumbly. So let's get rid of it so that we can, you know, put new things in its place. It's a wonderful card. Brilliant. Let's see what's influenced that. Yeah, fear for fear's sake. There's nothing to fear for. Nine of Wands, Swords is always about that fear that we think, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that, blah, blah, blah. But you can. This is just free-floating anxiety where we just pluck onto every negative thought that goes around. But it's like, no, come on, you can do it. Stop worrying. Get out of your head. And I know Aquarians, you're very mind sort of oriented and you're very intellectual, clever people of the mind. So just put that aside and don't taint it. Just get rid of whatever it is that's not working for you. And there's nothing to worry about. The background. Two of Swords, worrying, sitting on the fence, too scared to make a decision, yay or nay. And this has been going on for a while, Aquarius, with background here. So come on, you've just got to take the blindfold off, put the swords down, jump off the fence and make an action. Just do action. But you're going to anyway because the energy is the Ace of Swords, so you're going to do it. So it's going to be great. But yeah, your mind's sort of been blocking everything. And then you sort of, one day you want to do it, the next day you're not sure, the day after that you're back to the start. So we need to break that by making a decision. Recent influences. Yeah, asserting yourself and just doing it. Making it happen with Wands. Wands is positive. It's action. Rather than thinking about it, just do it. Assert yourself too. Yeah, there's competition around, but you're just as good as anyone else. Sticking up for yourself, defending yourself as well if there's a situation around you where you feel like you need to say something and just say, well, actually, no, this is what I think. And it's a good feeling too to be able to assert yourself. So do that. And that's the key. It's also the key to this free-floating anxiety of just plucking worries out of thin air. There you go. Let's see what lesson you're learning. The Lovers, so yes, big decisions to make, Aquarius. Flip side, relationships, maybe it's something like that, where it's a lot more involved than what we see. So the Lovers can be very, very, should I or shouldn't I, I'm not sure, but it's a big weighty decision. So communication's really important with the Lovers, well, with everything. We've got to communicate. We've got to stand up for ourselves. There's no point in just keeping it to ourselves because it just makes it worse. So making that weighty decision is all about February for you. And look, it's going to be good, whatever it is, because you'll clear that path of all those worries, what ifs, by just making the decision. But carefully making the decision, Aquarius, because the consequences will be this or that. Okay, so next, moving into the future. Your future. So in comes your Knight of Swords. So if you don't make that decision, he's going to. So he's like Gemini. He's your cousin Gemini. So air people. So something comes in out of the blue and just sort of disrupts the whole scenario. Young male, impatient energy too. Sometimes being a bit sort of, he can create ruffle feathers really, this guy, because he's just like, yeah, come on, let's do it. And he sort of treads on toes, but you know, he gets it out there. No matter what he says it. It's a bit like, I always put him, he's almost like a very young Donald Trump who says a lot, Mr. Trump says a lot of really outrageous things. And people, yeah, well, they do whatever they do, but he gets it out there. He says things. He sort of makes people think, for good or for bad, but he does. He's a classic Gemini. So there you go. Look forward to a bit of that kind of energy coming around too. It's abrupt though, and it's quick. And it can be taken as, oh my God, who do you think you are? But he sort of shakes things up. What's happening that you're not realising? The Three of Wands. You've got a great foundation. You're all about growing and you're all about expanding, things going well. As I said about the girls, young girls with fertility, well, you know, yet another reason to be careful, because 3 and news coming in. So yes, indeed, Knight of Wands can be a bit like that. The Knight of Swords, sorry, he can be a bit like, oh, hang on, geez, I didn't think that I would be that fertile. I didn't think that would happen so quickly. It's all that kind of energy. And then we have what you're not thinking is it's a good thing anyway. You've got a good foundation. Three people in, and very much sort of forward-moving, fast-moving energy with the wands. So it's really lovely. No matter what this brings, you've got good foundations for it. Relationships, yeah, it's all it's all sort of evolving quite interestingly, isn't it, Aquarius? Let's see how others see you. 7 of Swords, so they know there's something you're not telling. There's something hidden under there with the 7 of Swords. Interesting. Could be a bit of jealousy too, and this is other people sort of thinking, what's she up to? What's he up to? They're not telling everything. Something's hidden. Are they deceiving me? Something's going on. So there's a bit of that aura around you. It's secretive sometimes, but other people could perceive it as you know, you're holding back. But, you know, this is your story. Interesting, though. Positive feelings. And the Fool comes in for positive. Yeah, new beginnings. Jump off that cliff, Aquarius. Get rid of the old ways. Bring in the new. Really great, this card. It's sort of like, yeah, that's that new beginning. It's like, yeah, what's happening? New adventures. Come on. Let's just go and see. We've never been there before, but we're going now and it's going to be good. We'll have a fair share of trials, but that's okay. Let's just do it. Move on. Adventure. The outcome. 4 of coins. What do I hang on to? What do I let go of? And this often comes up too with, you know, new things coming in. There's always like, oh God, can I take everything with me? No, you can't. Something has to stay behind. So it's almost like, it's a bit like a miser card too, or a holding on too tight to things that you didn't really need, but we just feel like we've got to take it with us. It's very much a past life card too, where, yeah, it's that bargaining of, okay, you know, if you want this, you can't have it all. You've got to sort of divvy it up half and half. But it's about, you know, really reflecting on what's the most important thing for you, the new adventure. Getting it done. Fabulous. I love it. The only card I'm going to put one on... Oh, well, I'm going to put one on this Knight of Swords, because I don't want you to freak out about him coming in, creating mayhem, sort of. Well, he does. And one on the Seven of Swords, because the swords are always a bit tricky. And maybe one on the Nine of Swords. Right, the swords always deserve a explanatory card, let's say. So let's see with this influence card here, influencing where you are. Let's see what's under that. A Page of Pentacles. So new things coming in, learning new things, children, babies, things like that. Things that, you know, it's the unknown, we don't know, but we can do it. We can do whatever. We're very earthed, very wonderful. Learning new things. Quite interesting, Aquarius. I'll be interested to see what comes. But this is a really good card. It's earthed, it's good. You probably know nothing about it, but you know what? You'll learn. Underneath the fabulous Knight of Swords, we have financial security and stability. So whatever he brings in, whatever news he comes running in with, you're fine, you're stable, it's good. Finances are stable, you're stable, it's all good. So there's no need to worry. And then finally, let's see how others see you. What is under the Seven of Swords? So that bit of a card where people are sort of thinking, oh, what are they hiding? It's something not telling me everything. There's something hidden here. King of Wands. The King of Wands is very fast-moving energy, his inspiration, his new things coming in. It's very much like, yeah, let's be creative, let's do it, let's, you know, and this is how people see you anyway. You've always got something going on, and it's always creative and interesting. But yeah, this time you're sort of just being a bit quiet on the down low about it. But yeah, underneath that, they know that whatever it is that you're doing, it's going to be big and it's going to be good. Oh, Aquarius, happy birthday. So don't forget, just apply this to your own scenarios. I just interpret. There's people that listen and everyone can pick things or leave things as it applies. Sometimes it just mightn't, but that's all right too. Maybe later on in the month it will, and you can always replay them back anyway and listen. So your message from the Buddha reading cards is courage. It's not the strength of the body that counts, but the strength of the spirit. Courage is a spiritual strength, taking you beyond all fear and resistance to move internal and external blockages on the path. So just get in there, Aquarius, with your courage. You're the most courageous people I know. The females are particularly courageous. They are, and the men too, but the women, the Aquarian women are always right out there and in a really good way. So happy birthday, Aquarius. Have a wonderful time.